Where do I start telling a story? A story that is so surreal that some people might say that it is made up. Where do I start telling a story about lonely souls, about strangers, about being in a land where the familiar is out of reach? Sometimes I'm unsure whether it all happened, but it did happen. I'm sure about that. I can still feel the shiver of the cold mountains, I still feel the exhaustment, I still feel that feeling of belonging, and I do have all these conversations in my memories.
That is nice of you. No, what is it?
This story will start where I felt most uncomfortable, a stranger in a foreign land. I reached Iran with an uncertain feeling. All of a sudden, I didn't know what was right, what was wrong, what was allowed and what was not. I felt lost, I felt insecure, and this is where the story begins. Feeling strange, feeling of not belonging, and by coincidence, believe it or not, I was gifted. Gifted with company. 6 European cyclists meet by coincidence in Tabriz, a city in Iran. Adventurers, seekers, and humans who wanted to see it all. The story will start right here in Tabriz, where the real adventure began. Adventure, cycling, living off the grid. And then, bam, no electricity. That's where Jackery comes in. The Jackery 100 Plus is small but mighty, a compact power bank for all those outdoor adventures. This thing slips right into your frame bag or any kind of bag and keeps your devices powered. Phone, bike lights, camera, this little guy's got it covered. And you can even take the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus on an airplane, so it's travel ready. I'm not sure what kind of outdoor warrior you are, but if you're going on a full off-grid adventure, like in a remote cabin or van life adventure, then this thing here, the Jackery Explorer 2000 Pro, could handle your mini fridge, electric mixer, you name it, and there's even the option to pair it with a solar panel. For my future cycling trips though, the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus is my go-to. So if you're looking for a power source for your next adventures, then check out the Jackery products on their website. More details in the video description.
Mir ist eigentlich egal, aber
Direkt auf Wiesbaden.
ja.
Direktstrecke.
Oder man fährt halt hier.
Sind das mehr oder weniger Höhenmeter?
Das sind weniger, aber halt, ja gut, 40 Kilometer mehr. Ja.
Dann müssen wir gucken, wie lange wir halt alle zusammenfahren.
Ja.
Weil wir wollen auf jeden Fall nach Isfahan.
We decided to tag along together for a couple of days, biking as a group, each of us pedaling along as usual. Same direction, no particular destination, everyone on their own path, yet somehow sharing the journey together for a while. Honestly, I had no clue where this all might lead. I guess none of us really knew what was coming next. We just knew that we met each other by coincidence a couple of days ago in a foreign land, and now we cycle together.
Morgen.
Raban has already traveled a lot by bike. What impresses me the most about him is his sense of the people around him. He has a strong sense of community and puts his own interests aside, no matter who it is about. It is a gift to have such a personality in the group.
I've ever cycled with. And yeah, we're on our way to a city. As always, I forgot the name of the city. Armin has issues with his gear shifting. So we have to see. Armin, brauchst du Hilfe? Ich hab eine Zange.
Armin's gear shift is acting up, but a problem is no longer just a problem. We are a group of 6. Armin's bike is the first to have issues, but Armin handles everything with great calmness. He has this gift of resolving things easily, approaching people, and for him, a problem is never a reason to lose temper. His problem becomes our problem. His faulty gear shift becomes our faulty gear shift. And so we find ourselves somewhere in Iran, and I'm trying to help him with his gear shift using my dangerously limited knowledge. David catches up. He's here to help. David is our mobile workshop. He's the youngest member of the group and knows the most about our rolling iron companions. Whenever we have a problem with our bikes, David gives his all to solve it. He's super smart, he does everything with great dedication. His heart is in the right place and he has found the perfect balance between being himself and caring for everyone around him.
Out of my mind, how could I be so blind? How could I not see?
And so we ride, same direction, no destination.
This is so unreal.
The weather is turning grim. It's damp, it's cool, and the wind is making it hard for us.
The wind is pretty strong, pretty heavy, and there's a huge chance of rain today. And yeah, it's not nice. Like seriously, it's not nice. And plan for day is to find an abandoned house or something to hide from the wind, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day. But yeah, I mean it's November. It's mid-November. Winter's coming.
We are lucky, very lucky, and we find an abandoned house. And for the first time, I feel the magic of this gathering. No one says a word, but everyone starts working. Everyone begins to make our home for the night comfortable. It requires no words, no coordination. I've never experienced anything like this before. Timo and I have a long-standing connection. We met through our bike travels and have shared thousands of kilometers together. He's a calming presence, always mindful of what the next step should be. He always has everything in view and he sees people for who they are. He's thoughtful, enjoys the small things in life, and with him, I feel like I'm living right in each moment.
Awake on the floor, looking up, wanting more. This is so.
Fabio has a sense for how someone is feeling. He knows exactly what to say or ask to make the other person feel important. He makes you feel good. He gives the impression that everything is just right the way it is. He radiates ease and lightheartedness, and I can still hear his laughter in my ears today.
Heute kann die Folge aufreißen, Junge!
Cause your love is strong for him. Why would it not be? He's always there for you. I keep living alone. We're so far from home.
I feel so secure. The group provides me with exactly what I needed the most, a sense of familiarity in this foreign land.
Hard to be standing on your own. Hard to be standing
That night, in the house, we had our first encounter with the Iranian police. They came twice. I don't know what they really wanted. We had already heard a lot of story about the Iranian police, and these stories were no good ones. We showed our passports and our visas, but I can tell you, the feeling was strange. I was really glad to be in company.
Good morning from Iran. We are 80 kilometers away from Tabriz, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it turns out that we're now a group of 9 cyclists. Seriously, we are 9 now. Yeah, we started in Tabriz spontaneously as a group of 6. And now 3 other cyclists just joined us. So today we'll hit the road as a group of 9. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, we will ride towards Tehran and then yeah, make our way down south to Isfahan. And yeah, it's 900 kilometers. 900 kilometers to go. As usual, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I guess it's time for another big adventure.
Yes, yesterday night, 3 cyclists joined the group. So now we're 9. 9 cyclists who were once traveling solo. And I forgot to mention that Daniel, a motorcyclist, also joined us at the house. But as we couldn't keep up with him, we had to wave goodbye. 9 cyclists on a journey through Iran. Same direction, no destination, and it's slowly becoming clear to all of us that this idea of riding together for a short amount of time is developing into something bigger.
I look left, I look right behind me.
We don't just ride together. We live together, we solve problems together, we adapt to one another. We get to learn from each other. We get to see each other's weaknesses without making them a problem. We wait for each other, we plan our routes together, we shop for the whole group. If I can say one thing, it's that this has been a big adjustment for each of us, bringing its own challenges, but what remains are the unique moments of togetherness. Jaime is at peace with himself. He's the one who, before departing in the morning, climbs a mountain to start the day in complete tranquility. He's the one who senses when there are interpersonal problems in the group and doesn't hesitate to address them to smooth things over. He's on a mission, and I would say he's the only one with a true goal. He feels called to travel to Myanmar, the home of his heart, and I hope that today he's exactly where destiny has called him to be. We ride, we camp, we eat, we talk.
From the city, like 15 kilometers.
So where would you like to go?
I take the further stop.
And you?
I like to go a couple of kilometers more and the option of climbing, so I take the second one.
Yeah.
And for you?
Same,
right?
Same. Yeah, because now it's not raining anymore, and even if it's 25 kilometers, should be fine. And if there's shelters as well, that's nice. That's good.
Take it.
Yeah.
I look up to the sky to remind me.
I can tell you there's a tremendous difference between braving the rain alone and knowing that around the next corner someone is waiting for you.
With my arms outstretched for you to find me. Around in circles, I get so dizzy till I can't see.
With Micha, I've shared many kilometers already. I'd now call him the brother I never had. Micha sees the good in everything, in every moment, in every situation. With him, you can talk about anything under the sun, and I can't tell you how many times he said to me, Hey, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here for you. We're desperately searching for a place to sleep tonight. Jaime found a basement. The entire basement is full with fleas and Jaime's legs are already itching. Disgusting, revolting. And here we are, standing in our wet clothes, it's cold and we have nowhere to go. Marcel always rides at front. I've never seen anyone travel the world with so little equipment. He's pragmatic, he knows what he doesn't want, and he's one of those people who gets things done. He speaks the truth without sugarcoating anything. Negotiating, no problem for him. And if anyone gives us trouble, Marcel handles it. His presence gave me a sense of security.
I'm counting down, I'm counting down, I'm counting down, I'm counting down.
We found a cave, a truly unique sleeping spot. A cave in the middle of nowhere.
I'm counting down, 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 I'm counting down until I see you. I'm counting down.
Another morning like the previous ones, with one exception. Our little companion Oscar, whom Timo and I found in Armenia, has fleas. Disgusting, and it makes my skin crawl. But what do you do when you're in the middle of nowhere? Wash the dog. It's cold, we have hardly any water, but the fleas must go. Water, soap and lavender oil. That's our option for now. The bikes are covered in mud, our clothes are damp, the dog has fleas and we don't have much water left. We set off. We pedal away, and a few kilometers later, we experience Iranian hospitality for the first time. We roll into a courtyard, the 9 of us. The bikes are washed, the dog is showered, and the guys who were working on the courtyard even lent me a hairdryer so that the dog won't get cold. We clean our bikes and we repair a few things, and the guys give us fresh drinking water. What a blessing. And then, well, then something happens that none of us probably expected.
Da war am Ziel.
Michael, your luck is coming. Yeah. Hey.
Arthur is on a solo journey from France to Tehran, a brave young man seeking adventure. So friends, now we are 10. We are 10. 10 explorers, 10 people. We continue as a group of 10. Sometimes I'm unsure whether this all happened, but it did happen, I'm sure about that. I can still feel the shiver of the cold mountains, I still feel the exhaustment, I still feel that feeling of belonging, and I do have all these conversations in my memories.